Yeah, thank you, this is incredible to see.
Previously on Lineage, a particularly tricky case pushed the team at Fraser and Fraser to their limits. We learnt about the family of Lynn Susan Howell and made some shocking discoveries.
No one likes to think that that's possible in their family.
Just when they thought the case was over, a new family member was found who has an amazing story to tell and requests help only Fraser and Fraser can provide. So we've been looking into the estate of Lynn Howell, who passed away in 2022. We had some initial difficulties because we couldn't identify a birth record for Lynn's mother. Having gotten over that, we've now traced where she was born and what she was born under, and we've now identified family, with the majority of them being in South Africa. That's great. See you soon. Thank you. So we've just got off the phone to a new beneficiary, and she's actually coming into the office soon. So she's going to hopefully tell us a little bit more about her family, the Edge family. Yeah. So we're very lucky. We actually have Charmaine, who lives overseas, coming into our London office today, and we're going to go over Lynn's estate, look at the family tree, and see kind of her thoughts about everything.
So my name is Charmaine Barbara. I was born Charmaine Barbara Bishop. I was born in a place called Nigel in South Africa. I'm related to Lynn Howell. She's my cousin through the birth of her mother here in the UK. My mom was Elizabeth Barbara Jones, as she'd known. And really I've been looking for her family for a very long time.
We knew Charmaine existed. We had her on our family tree, but we were having difficulty in tracing where exactly she and her brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews, where they were all living. It was actually one of the family members that we'd already made contact with, Colleen, who is a half-blood aunt. She actually keeps in contact with Charmaine, and it was during one of their kind of visits that our letter came to light and Charmaine realised the importance of it. What was your reaction when you heard from Fraser and Fraser, when you heard through the family grapevine that we were looking into this estate?
I was so astonished, because I've been just saying to my daughter, I've done what I can on my own, but I'm not really good at this. This isn't my forte. And we were just talking about it, and Chantal said, well, let's look into it later. And then we go to see Auntie Carl, and she says, oh, my darlings, let me show you this. And I'm like, my word, Auntie Carl, do you realise that your mom had another child? And she says, would you believe it, darling? Would you believe it? And I'm like, wow. My mother always felt like she didn't belong to anyone because she grew up in this orphanage. When she married my father, she moved to a town that was 20 minutes away from Nigel. Springs and Nigel border each other. And someone approached her, this gentleman kept approaching her saying, you look just like this woman called Thelma Stewart. And my mom said, no, I'm an orphan, I don't have any relatives, because he persisted. She called her mother, not knowing it was her mother. She called and she said, my name's Elizabeth Barbara Jones. I grew up in an orphanage in Carla in the Transkei, and I have no family, but this person says I look like you. Could I possibly be related? And she said, yes. She said, who are you? She said, I'm your mother, but please, you're a leaf I tore out of a book a long time ago and threw away. Please don't contact me again. So, yeah, it was very hard for my mother. After that, my mom had gone back, and Colleen, my mother's half-sister with Stuart, had been precocious, and she'd listened into the call. And she kept seeing my mother because they go to the same churches. So one day at a church, she came up to my mother and she said, "Are you my sister?" And she said, "You need to talk to your mother." And she said, "I don't need to talk to my mother. I know you're my sister. You look just like my mother." And Colleen was just, I won't say anything, but amazing. She adored my mother, still does. Yeah, they ended up very, very close. And ironically, I look a lot like Colleen. I remember her crying and just standing there and saying, "I'm just not wanted." And I was like, "Mom, of course you are. You're just the most beautiful human being in the world. Of course you're wanted." And that was why she asked me. She said, "Don't give up, Charmaine. Please, you're the only one out of all my kids. You're the only one who's actually done this for me. And you've gone and found as much as you could. Please carry on."
Just carry on, because you don't know what else you're going to find, because it's such kind of an unfinished story.
Incredibly... my mother was non-judgmental. She would have been incredibly interested to know she'd had a sister that was born in London.
In London?
Yes.
That wasn't even given a name. That's what makes it even worse. I mean, we had such difficulty finding the birth, but when we found it, and then we started doing some more digging, and we found some stuff about your grandmother in the newspapers. We started picking up all this information and putting together a story, but then when we found you, it kind of all came together, and we were like, it makes sense, it makes sense. Where are we? Thelma here.
Yes.
So she's having Lynn's mother. This is in 1922, May 1922. But she's then marrying December 1923.
Chelsea.
In Chelsea, so still in London, as O'Hara. Then she is marrying again, obviously becoming a Jones.
Yes, and that's my grandfather.
Your grandfather, and that's in 1920.
I've got that wedding certificate.
Got that as well. Yes. And then again, Van Dyke, that's around 1930. He died.
Oh, he died?
In 1936.
Oh.
And he was married when he died. And then again... January 1937, she's marrying Stuart.
Yes,
so
that's Auntie Colleen's.
It's a lot in quite a short period, which is why we were having difficulty with your grandmother because of the marriages. She was marrying and having sometimes her birth name, sometimes a previous husband's name.
Yeah, she was a unbelievable lady, wasn't she?
She lived to a very good age as well.
She did. I was there when she passed away. I actually drove my mom to say goodbye. And that was emotional. She still didn't accept my mom. She still said, "I'm not going to say sorry." And my mom just said to her, "I don't need you to." She was a tough woman in that sense. She didn't want to actually admit what she'd done. Yeah, thank you, this is incredible to see.
Meeting with Charmaine was very emotional. She's clearly been looking for answers for a long time, and I'm so glad that we can give her some answers and hopefully offer her some closure. After the work we did to find Lynn's mother's birth, it's so rewarding to have our theories confirmed by what Charmaine has told us, and also for us to learn more about Lynn's family. Helping families is a huge part of what makes this job rewarding, and I'm so glad to be able to help Charmaine in this instance. But don't go yet. Stay until the end and help us locate the heirs of a £65,000 estate.
£65,000 is waiting to change someone's life. Could it be you? When someone dies without close family or a will, their estate is held by the government until a rightful heir can be found. Companies like ours investigate and trace relatives who may have a legal right to inherit. But in this case, the trail has gone cold. Help us trace the heirs of Lina Berthet, who was born in 1904 and passed away in Camden in 2005. Her mother was Sylvie Melange and her father was Gilbert Berthet, who were both born in France. Apart from this, not much else is known. Potential relatives remain untraced. Could you be connected? If you have any information, please contact us on 020 7832 1400 or at info@fraserandfraser.co.uk. Don't miss this chance at £65,000. The hunt is on. Why not join us now?